Hello everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome back on my channel. Today I will talk about some of my favorite movies. So I will give you some recommendations basically. I will not talk about it too long, I promise I will not talk about it for hours. Also, I'm sure that you don't know some of them, I'm just sure of it. So if you're interested and you want to have some movies to watch for in quarantine, keep watching. Yeah, I think you will really like these movies. So let's just start with the video. Okay, so obviously I wrote some notes down, but I just have to start with Titanic because I can't say it enough. Titanic is a movie that you have to watch it once in your life, and this is the time, you have the time now. Really, I know it's not on Netflix. Please just try to stream it somewhere. I know it's a long movie, but you don't even notice how long it is when you're watching it. I just had to start with this one. Now I will stop talking about Titanic. Let's go to the next movie, which is WALL-E. I know, surprise, like WALL-E. So WALL-E is a movie about a robot. It's a Disney movie. I'm sure everyone knows it. It's really a child movie, like you've probably seen it in your childhood somewhere. WALL-E is about a robot which is like a trash cleaner robot. It's basically a story about the Earth in the future, completely destroyed. Humanity is in space. Well, WALL-E goes to space with a robot, and he kind of like saves Earth. It's really a complicated story, but it's such an amazing story, and WALL-E has always been one of my favorite childhood movies, and I feel like it had to be in this list because in overall it's probably a movie I will always keep really close to me, because WALL-E is like WALL-E, I was always so in love with how he acted, and yeah, it had to be in this list. So WALL-E. The sun is so bright today, I can't even open my eyes. I'm so sorry, I'm just constantly like then I have Train to Buzzin. I don't quite know how to pronounce the word Buzzin. But Train to Buzzin is about a zombie apocalypse. There are passengers on this train, and it's mainly about a dad and his daughter, and they are going to visit her mom and his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. So they want to go to a city. I think it was Buzzin. Yeah, they want to go to Buzzin. So they go on the train, and then there's a zombie apocalypse. Everyone dies, everyone turns into a zombie. But the train is the only safe place, and Buzzin is the only city which is not affected yet, and they have a way to keep out the zombies for some reason. So that's the only safe city, and you can come there, but it's really difficult because everywhere else is the apocalypse already. So the train which they were on is the only safe place, kinda, because there are also zombies in the train. But you basically see like them getting to Buzzin through an apocalypse, and in the train there happens a lot. Yeah, it's really a sad movie. Actually, I cried. It's really sad, especially the end. I feel like you just have to watch it because it's such an incredible produced movie, and I never seen something like that before. I usually don't really like that kind of movies, zombies and stuff, but this one was really good because it had more like a deeper meaning in my opinion. Not necessarily like deep in life because it's a zombie apocalypse, but more like the relationships between some like strangers, and it was really a fun movie. You have to watch it, it's so good. The next movie is really unknown. It's this the movie The Girl from the Sun, which is on Netflix. Yeah, I kind of like found out about this movie when I was searching for some like non-popular movies, because I like those really a lot. The Girl from the Sun is about a young musician who falls in love with this girl, and then she doesn't really want to be like in a relationship with him. She's not really good with relationships, and then she goes to Birmingham, which is this festival in America in the desert. That's what I want to say. It's a festival in the desert. It's Birmingham. So he finds out that she went to Birmingham. So he goes after her. He goes to Birmingham, finds her. They spend their time in Birmingham. They kind of like make up all the fights they had before in the relationship. It was like a complicated relationship. He was in love with her. She was not sure. She just wanted to party and not be glued to one guy, He finds her in Birmingham, have an amazing time, and then the end is really sad. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's sad. Never seen it before. People don't talk about it that often. It's a really unpopular movie. It has a really indie vibe to it. I love the songs. And the shots they did in Birmingham were amazing. I really thought it was really phenomenal, and I just loved the story, and it was really good. I really liked it. You have to watch it. It's underrated but so good, and yeah, it's a really good movie. So then an old classic, a romantic classic, 10 Things That I Hate About You. This movie had to be in the list because it's such a good, feel-good movie, and I can watch it over and over and over again. And Heath Ledger is basically my favorite actor ever, and he was just so good, and the story is just so much fun, and the acting is incredible. It's basically really short about Patrick, a guy gets paid to go out with Kat, because if Kat doesn't go on dates, her sister cannot go on dates, and her sister wants to go on dates, and basically Patrick is this bad boy, falls in love, classic, falls in love with Kat, and it's just so good. And I know it's like a basic storyline, basic concept, I know, but it's just so much more than that, and just for the sake of Heath Ledger, you have to watch it. So yeah, it's a really good one. You have to watch it. Give it a try, yeah? If you don't give it a try, you never know if you love it. Then I have a Studio Ghibli movie. I think you pronounce it Ghibli, I'm never sure. And these movies are so amazing. The first Studio Ghibli movie I saw was Spirited Away when I was a child. But as a child you have such a different view on it than what I have now. Like, I saw it as a child and I thought, what a weird story. Like, I didn't understand any of the story, like the plot, I didn't understand it, but I knew that I loved it, and it was more than just a story, and I always felt like that movie kind of built it around me. Like, it was that movie has always like a special place in my heart because I saw it as a child. It's weird, but I grew up with it, and now I saw it a few years ago, I saw it again, and now you have such a different view on it. Like, you see so much that you didn't see as a child, and now I understand what this movie is about. It's really incredible, and it's really, really beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it's so weird, and it's so great. And to kind of explain it, I guess it's this girl, she moves with her parents to a new city, but then she meets all these spirits and creatures. I can never explain this story because it's so much more complicated than that, but just give this movie a try. Like, from all the movies I mentioned, you have to give this movie a try. And to keep going on the Studio Ghibli, I saw a Howl's Moving Castle a few weeks ago, and that movie is also incredible. Howl's Moving Castle has amazing, like, it looks amazing. It's like magic. It looks incredible. It's so beautiful. It's about this girl, and she gets a spell from a witch, and she turns into an old woman. But Howl is like, is a guy, has like powers. I'm not sure what he is, but he fell in love with her a long time ago, and then when she was an old woman, he still was in love with her. It's so difficult to explain, to be honest. It's so complicated, honestly, but it's so good. You have to watch A Howl's Moving Castle. You will love it. That's about Studio Ghibli. By the way, if you have any recommendations for me, what I should watch from Studio Ghibli, I am really not sure which movie I should watch next, because there are so many and I don't know which I'm gonna like. So if you have one that you say like, yo, you need to watch this one first, please recommend me, because I'm stuck. The next movie is Candy, which you probably also don't know about. Candy is also a movie from Heath Ledger. Candy is about Dan and art student Candy, who are in love with each other, but they have like a love relationship which includes drugs. They are both addicted to drugs. They have a really unhealthy relationship. It's really a sad, heartbreaking story. It's really, it really breaks your heart. It's like, it's so hard to watch. I find it so difficult to watch because The acting was incredible. It was so weird to watch because they were so in love, but they were also so not in a right place in a relationship. It was so heartbreaking to watch. You have to watch Candy. It's an incredible movie. I love the opening scene. It really reflects so well on their relationship in the beginning of the story. It's like crazy and all over the place, but it's so true and real and pure. And Candy is one of my favorite movies ever. You have to watch it. Yeah, Candy. Another really, really realistic movie, Blue Valentine. I watched it a few days ago. I first never heard about it. Then I saw something on Instagram about it on my Explore page. I was like, oh, this movie is interesting. I watched it. Incredible movie, really realistic. I usually don't like realistic movies that much, but this one was incredible. Well, it was about these two people. They fell in love when they were younger, like really seriously fell in love, and then you see like their progress in how they are now in a relationship with a child and everything, and they just fell out of love with each other. It's like they were. You can almost think like when you were so in love, you can never break that. How can it ever go away? They were so in love. They reflected it so well. So in love, seriously. And now they were older and it was just all gone. It was just, there was nothing anymore. And it's so weird to watch that. And it's like, it really makes you think. Like, true love can also not be true love in the end. And it was such a heartbreaking movie. I really loved it. I loved how they made it. It was so good. That's Blue Valentine. And now I realize that was the last movie. Oh my god. Yeah, that was the last movie. So honestly, I'm sure I have a lot more to recommend to you, but I didn't want to make this video too long. Yeah, these are all movies that have really different kind of stories and concepts. I really hope you will check some of them out. And again, if you have some movies you want to recommend to me, please recommend them because I really want to see more movies. I think movies are really important to watch actually. So if you're not really into movies, I really hope you will try to watch more because movies can really teach you a lot. I learned that over the years. But yeah, this was the video for today. I really wanted to upload this video because I had to talk about these movies. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the movies if you watched them. I really want to discuss some of them. So, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. And that's it. So, bye!